Before we go any further, I just want to let you know that I would really appreciate if you find this informational and you get value out of it. Hey, please share it and like it. Let the world know that Make It Click is here. Now, today on Make It Click, we're talking about Google Business Profiles, formerly known as was it Google My Business. I don't know how recent they made that change, but as I was researching, I'm like, oh, I better call it the right thing. And I have with me today my friend Susie Taylor, who is going to help us to really understand what it is, why we need it, and maybe give us some tips on setting it up. So, welcome to the show, Susie. I'm glad to have you here today.
Oh, thank you. I'm so pleased to be here. Thanks so much, Christine.
So, Susie, let's start right in with the what is it now? Okay, so I kind of know it really helps to it shows up on Google searches. A business shows up on Google searches, but maybe you can do a better job of explaining it.
All right. Well, how many times are you going through a town and you decide, oh, we want to eat. So let's Google. Let's go to the oracle of the internet and we'll Google and find out what restaurants are around here. And it comes up with a map and pinpoints and tells you right where the restaurants are and how to get there and what time they're open and what their menu is. That's what a Google Business Profile is. It's something that it's part of local SEO, which is search engine optimization, and what it does is it helps people find you. It helps Google promote you, and you get into a certain, depending on how your listing is put together, it's a hierarchy, just like a search engine results page. But it's actually part of Google Maps. So when you search for a restaurant or a hardware store or a pet store and you get information up, that's what Google Business Profiles are.
So you say it's part of Google Maps. So do you have to be in the Map app to be searching in the
No.
Map app for something to show up? Or
Nope, you'll just go to Chrome or whatever browser you use on your phone and just do a search for restaurants near me. And it'll pop up just like a regular search engine results page. The difference, though, is that at the top of the page, there will be, they call it a 3-pack. There will be the three restaurants, if that's what you're looking for, the 3 restaurants that Google has decided they're going to present to you first. But off to the right, there's going to be a map with different pinpoints on it. And if you scroll below that 3-pack, you can see more. There's a button that says more choices, and you can click that and it'll take you to Google Maps and show you where all of those restaurants are on the Map app. So it's something that just automatically opens when you use it.
okay, so even if you have a fantastic website that's got all the SEO and everything, you still need this?
Yes, absolutely. There is a difference between SEO and local SEO. SEO is specifically to help people find your website. Local SEO uses the Google Business Profile, information from your website, and oh my gosh, just went right out of my head. And Google Maps to help people find, and also links from other places back to your website. It'll use that as a way to bring up the top 3 that it's going to call its 3-pack. And so it includes so much more than just your website. And the biggest thing it includes, if I could talk today, it would be wonderful. And the biggest thing that it includes is your Google Business Profile. And you can treat this profile just like another social media outlet.
Oh.
So you can post on it. You can, your customers can post questions to you. You can answer them. You can post photographs. Your customers can post photographs of your business or wherever. But probably the most important thing is your customers can leave you reviews. And reviews are one of the most important things that you can get. Google gives them so much attention. If you have 300 reviews, all 4 or 5 stars, you're going to probably appear higher in that 3-pack or in the 3-pack than you would if you have 2 reviews that are 5 stars. So the reviews are the most important thing. And the most important thing after that is that once you get a review, you have to respond. You have to respond. Customers expect business owners to respond within 24 to 48 hours after they've posted a review or a comment. And you have to use all of your might and self-control, sure that all of your responses are positive, and doesn't matter what the review says, your response has to be positive, supportive, and something that your grandmother would be proud of.
So I guess when somebody posts something that isn't, really nice and really helps you, you have to really, like you say, suck it up and respond in a
Yeah, you
nice
just
way.
respond with, "I'm terribly sorry that you had that type of an experience at my restaurant. I'd love to talk with you further about your experience to see how we might be able to make sure that this doesn't happen to future customers." Some way, something to acknowledge that, um, whether you think they're right or not, but just some way to acknowledge, and then to show other people who are reading the reviews that you're a pretty good person and you want to do what you can to support people and to support your business. So,
Right.
yeah.
So you've been talking about an obvious type of business with this restaurants. That's an easy one so, but I'm just wondering, what are some businesses that will benefit with this that are eluding me at the moment? Because I'm even thinking my business. I don't have a brick and mortar. I don't really serve people. I mean, I have had clients locally, but basically, I'm a business without borders. So I say,
Right.
well, why should I have this?
Because you never know who might be searching for productivity expert in Pennsylvania. You never know. Or there might be a business in this town next to me that goes in and says, "I need a marketing agency." And Google will say, "Oh, you're in West Jefferson. She's in West Jefferson. She's a marketing agency. I'm going to give her this as a result."
Yeah.
So it's important. It's important.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. So then help me to understand, like, how do you even get started then? Are there some basics that you really need to start with, and then there's pieces that maybe aren't as important, or like what are some recommendations?
Well, the first thing that I want to address is, why are we so concerned about Google's business profile? Well, the statistics range anywhere from 75 to 92% of the search engine or the search market belongs to Google. And so if you want to focus on one specific search engine, Google's going to be the one you want to focus on. Um, the the other thing is that you need to have some sort of a Google email to start. So it can be a Gmail account, or it could be your email from your domain. You just have to go into Google, add an account. It'll ask, is this a Gmail account or is this another domain account? You say another domain account, and put in your email address. And then that email is now associated with Google. And you can use Google Drive and Google Docs and Google Sheets, all of those things that come with a Google email with your domain's website. And that's probably the very first thing that you're going to notice. In order to start this process, you go to business.google.com, and it will basically walk you through the steps. Now, I will caution that it might be worthwhile to go through it once with a dummy email just to see what they're going to be asking you as you move along. Just because you don't want to be making this stuff up as you're sitting there. So, so as you use your dummy email, you don't have to complete the process. So you won't be actually completing a business profile, but it will take you through the steps and show you exactly what they're going to be asking. They're going to ask, do you have a brick and mortar business? Do you see customers at this address? That you need to have some sort of an address. Now you can tell Google, don't show anyone my address, but you need to have some sort of an address. So like in my case, my address is my home. So in my Google business profile, I don't want them to show my address, just other ways to contact me, which is probably the best way to contact me anyway, through email or phone. But I don't really want to advertise that my business is located in my home and this is the address to my home. So it might be a good idea to just go through and use a dummy account and try it out. Now, Google does have, I think they still call it an academy, but they do have plenty of documents that will take you through the process as well. So you might want to look on search, go to the Oracle and search for how do I get my Google business profile? And you'll probably get tons of results, including Facebook and YouTube and then Google and anybody else that has posted anything about starting a Google business profile. But you can go to Google and get a document that will tell you exactly what you need to do.
And would you say then that the process has stayed relatively the same, even though the name of it changed? And I only ask this because when you go to YouTube and you're looking for a how-to video, and then you look, oh, this is 3 years old and the technology has
Yeah, no,
changed or something.
Yeah, the process is still the same. The process is still the same. You can apply for your profile, and then Google will go through a process to verify that, yes, you do own this business. And so in most cases, they'll send you a postcard to the address that you've put in as your business address that includes a code, some sort of a verification code. And then you go back and you input that verification code. Just as an example, when I first signed up, Google attached me to another tailor-made marketing in Georgia.
Ooh.
So I had to go, and it was quite a process to go through and have them realize that, no, I'm not in Georgia. This is where I am. And they ended up having me make a video that shows my office, and I had to show, since I don't have a sign outside, I had to show like that I had a bill that came to TaylorMade Marketing at this address, and it was a lot of hoops to jump through, but I finally got it figured out. I will say Google does not make it easy for you to get answers to your questions.
Oh.
I don't understand why that is the case, but you can click on the support button and put in a support ticket to ask your question, and you'll get a response usually within 24 hours. But if you're like me, when you're sitting down to do it, you want the response now so you can finish what you're doing. But yeah, they don't make it very easy to get answers to your questions. So you just have to be patient and persistent.
Okay, well, good to know that before I sit down and try to work on that. Not that I get frustrated. Well, I'll still get frustrated, but that's that's like so Susie, this has been great information, and I know we've talked in the past. You've mentioned this, and that really any business can benefit from it. But yes, even I need to hear things multiple times before I
Yeah.
do it. So, is there something that you wanted to offer our audience so that they can learn more about you and stay in touch with you?
Sure. I have a document that's just a checklist of 15 things that small businesses usually forget to include on their website, or that they have an oversight. So if you want to sign up for that, you'll automatically get it. And then when I see that you've signed up for it, I can send you a standard operating procedure, an SOP that actually takes you through the process of how to sign up for a Google Business Profile. So any new folks who get my 15 tip checklist, I will email you the SOP on how to set up your profile as well. I did not have an opportunity to switch out my lead magnets, so you'll get two for the price of one.
Awesome, and they can get that by going to where?
Just bit.ly/tailor-made checklist. Yes.
All righty. Awesome. Now, Susie, I do have one last question for you before I let you go here. And this is about you and your business and things that you've learned over the years, technology that you've used. And is there anything that comes to mind that you often think that, wow, that's the thing that helped me to make it click in my business? Is there something, again, some concept that you learned, or technology? Well, I know you love Google My Business, or whatever they're calling it now, Google Business Profile. Besides that, is there something else?
Yeah. It's primarily, for me, it's mindset. And I always try to serve my customers. I don't want to sell my customers. I want to help them solve whatever problem it is that they're experiencing. And if that's to help them get more web traffic, if that's to help them write their emails or email sequences that they send out to their customers, if that's to help them develop some sort of a content calendar for their website, then that's what I want to do. I want to serve and not sell.
Well, thank you so much for that, Susie. And again, thank you for being my guest today on Make It Click.
Thanks so much, Christine.